phase one is stability training. We'll be focusing on muscular endurance, balance, joint stability, injury prevention, movement mechanics, and neuromuscular efficiency. Repetitions will be relatively high in the range of 12 to 20, and weights will be relatively light. This phase should take around 4 to 6 weeks, assuming that you're working out 2 to 3 times per week. All right, some of these exercises are going to be much more suitable to doing in the gym because of equipment that you may or may not have available. Others are obviously going to be very easy to do at home. We'll start with a step up to balance. We're giving Devin a pole here just for some extra stability. You don't necessarily need it. And we're going to have Devin put all of her weight onto this front foot, up onto the toe of that back foot. She's got about 90–95% of the weight here on this front leg, and then she's going to fire that right glute, drive through the heel, stand up and balance, and then back down, just barely tap that toe down. And we're looking again to try to find exercises in this circuit that are challenging at around 12 repetitions in the beginning, and then building volume as you go. So week 1, this might be challenging to do 12 of these. Second week, third week, you might try to do 15 and then move on towards 20 repetitions towards the end of this phase of training. Good. So obviously we'd go both sides here. Let's make this a little bit more challenging. I'll take this away from you. Devin, here's some dumbbells. Got that one. A little higher step, add a little bit more weight. Let's do the same exact thing. And the tendency here is going to be to jump off of that back foot. It's really hard to put all that weight onto that right leg for Devin right now and just stand, driving through that heel, using that glute. Excellent. And at the top, make sure that you finish the movement, stand all the way tall, and fire that glute on the right side. Let's just do 2 more here, Devin. Excellent. She's getting great extension with that left leg in the back and standing up real tall. Perfect. Good. You can set those down. Anybody can make those pretty challenging if you get the weights to be heavy enough. Now let's go into a split squat. We're going to put down these 2 pads here. You could stand on a mattress at home. It could just be an exercise mat. And here, we're just doing a split squat like we did in the very beginning, all right, when we were just looking at good form and good mechanics. So it's just split squat down, yep, hands right by the side, good, and then drive through that glute, stand as tall as you can. Excellent, let's do 1 more. And add dumbbells if you needed to, all right? Let's make this harder. We've got a BOSU here. I'm gonna put it round side up. Let's get 1 foot up on there. Chest stays tall. Back foot's gotta stay straight ahead. Let's turn that in a little bit. This starts to get a little trickier here. Same mechanics here. And again, a mirror is really helpful, making sure that the knees are tracking right over the toes. Chest stays tall. Yeah, a little wobbly, but that's fine. You're doing great. Let's do 1 more, Devin. Nice. And again, 12 to 20 reps, both sides, right? Let's move on to the next one here. We're going to get you standing up on this box. And we're going to have you step off down to that lunge position. The height actually adds a little bit more intensity to that back leg. She's going to drive that left toe into that box and try to stand up just by using that left leg. Good. Let's do 2 more on this side. Good. And 1 more time, torso stays a little bit taller if you can. Yeah, there we go. And let's do the other side. Same thing. Good. Drive through that toe, chest a little taller if you can. 1 more. Excellent. Good, let's make this harder. Let's go to a higher box, number 1. Number 2, let's add some weight to it. So I'm going to give you this medicine ball here. And those arms are going to go right overhead as you go into that lunge. So you lunge down, arms go straight up, and drive through that toe. Good. Chest stays tall. Good. And I don't know if you can see here, but Devin's back knee is kicking out to the side a little bit. There we go. Now it's going straight ahead. That's much better. Let's do 1 more. Keep the feet straight ahead and drive through the toes. Perfect. Nice job. Good. Let's go to the next progression. From here, we'd get you into more of a Bulgarian squat. So we've got 1 foot up on that bench. It could be anything. It could be the arm of a sofa or a chair. And we're going to do a squat from here. This entire circuit here that we're showing you is very quad dominant. So you're using all the muscles in your body. I might be talking about using the glutes or the hamstrings, but the quads are really doing most of the work. Let's do 2 more here, Devin. Try to go a little bit taller if you can. That's nice. You feel that left leg working a little bit? Excellent. Let's make it harder still. We're going to put that front foot on a BOSU. So this is pretty unstable. Now BOSU recommends that you don't flip the BOSU onto this side, so do this at your own risk, but certainly is a great challenge, so let's give that a shot. You get one foot right on there. I don't know if you need a hand at all to get that foot back. Awesome. Chest is real tall, weight distributed about 50-50, front and back leg, and lunge right down, chest stays tall, perfect. Again, making sure that back knee goes straight ahead, don't allow it to kick out at all. And one more. Beautiful. From here, let's make it harder still. Now we're gonna do a one-legged squat. So you can grab a chair at home, you can add dumbbells to these, so let's do that actually. I'm gonna give Devin a dumbbell here. She's gonna hold that right up on her shoulder, other hand's on her hip. She's gonna be on her left leg. Yep, and we're gonna squat right down to the bench, barely touch down, fire that left glute and stand up tall. Beautiful, you can see Devin's left knee a little bit wobbly in there because that glute has to work real hard. So again, a mirror is an excellent tool for you to make sure that your knees track straight over your toes and that your alignment is just perfect. Let's do one more like that. Her chest is nice and tall. She's trying to keep it at the same angle as her lower leg. That's great. Let's go harder still. Now let's get you standing up on the BOSU. One leg up here. Would you like the weights for this? Let's give it a shot. I'm going to have Devin bring her foot right there so it's balanced right next to her standing leg. We're going to keep it there the entire time. Perfect. Stand up tall. Nice. Let's get two more, Devin. Last one. Good. So this gives you a whole bunch of options for stability training. We're going to show you one more over here. This is a tool that you may or may not have access to. It's called an Indo board. Okay, thanks. Some gyms may have these. I think they're really fun. We can get you standing sideways and working on squats up here. You're gonna see me shaking up here. This thing is pretty wobbly, right? But from up here, chest stays real tall. You go hands on the hips, add weights if you need to, stand back up. And then we get in the split stance. All right, centered there, and working on the squats from here. Okay. And again, 12 to 20 reps here gives you a good challenge. All right, so those are the stability exercises, focusing on quads. Let's move on to hamstrings and glutes.